We decided to do a proof of concept. We would invest in the renovation of the former J.C. Penney's, which is where we are today, to convert that into a future design. How can education be delivered differently in the future?
We focus on 5 core functions: innovative teaching and instruction, learning support services, student support services, community engagement, and then my favorite is what I call highly engaged, student-centric customer service. It wraps all of those things together.
In fall 14, we opened up the Accelerator, and we saw 3,000 students visit the Accelerator 15,000 times. 3 years later, in fall 17, we've ballooned up to 9,500 students visiting the Accelerator 75,000 times. Our Highland campus, we literally bought a mall, so we have a lot of space. It's up to about 7,000 students. So that means there was 2,500 students that weren't even taking classes here that showed up and came through the doors either for tutoring or for help with registration or for help with career services.
One of our pain points for our students is those who test into developmental mathematics. How do we solve that pain point for our students? It's got to be competency-based delivery. It's got to be to where we can focus on each individual student's needs and let them move as fast as they can.
The innovative teaching is to take professors out of the classroom, put them in pod space, let them become more facilitators, so they increase the student engagement element while they're teaching.
The most common class is 6 pods. Every pod's 4, so 24 students. So there's the faculty facilitator, and then there's the tutor that's there to answer our questions. We have some little cups here where if you have a question, you put it up, it lights up, and then somebody comes to help.
Most of the instruction is done within the software, and so you're not doing a typical lecture to the whole class, because with the software program, Alex, that we use, every student has their own curriculum, because in the beginning it gives them an assessment, and so they get credit for their prior math knowledge. And because they have credit for some of the topics, they don't do those lessons.
It's at your own pace, but you have milestones that you have to complete. And if you're not reaching those milestones, we're going to reach out to you.
A lot of what we do is we're working one-on-one with the students. So in the software, we can see what lessons they're working on and if they're struggling. I like that I get to sit with each student, actually get to know them a little more personal, because that helps you motivate them to do the work. You're like, well, remember next semester you wanted to do this.
You know, it's not for everybody. It's not for all students. It's not for all faculty. We've had faculty that came in here and were my walls.
Instructors that adapt to it the fastest are the ones that also work as tutors.
So it started with developmental math, but now we're offering about 15 to 20 different departments. So courses from the library to theater to graphic design.
Being an older student, it was terrifying. Coming back to school where the average student is half my age, literally half my age. The teacher I had the ability to tailor the courses more towards where I was, more individual attention, and that gave me the support I needed to succeed and get through the course a lot faster.
I'm like, don't worry about it. You're subtracting. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I work.
Immediately available, accessible places where you can go to, like career counseling, which is really just how to function and process, like when to check your email and when to do these different things so you can be reliable, how to stay on top of your studies. You've got an entire place down there that has people accessible and ready to say, okay, here's how you study, here's how you take notes, which I had never learned before.
3 parentheses.
Because I have to deal with parentheses and brackets. That's how I got it.
Yeah, if you do it with brackets, it helps.
If you sit there, you could work with other students and collaborate on that work. So I think even though it looks very impersonal, it includes so much to make it more personal with the students, to actually collaborate with one another.
And the great thing about this open space environment is that it's all on display. You can see that. You can see that happening from the front desk to the professors, to the tutors, to the coach, to the career person, to the IT staff. Now I get to see you, and you're not behind a desk, you're not behind a wall. I get to see you engage with other people. I get to see you engage with other students, and that makes me feel I can go talk to you. We succeed when students feel welcome, when they feel relaxed and they be recognized as individuals, and we make them realize that the institutions say, hey, you matter to us.